How are you getting on with the lockdown and everything? Obviously, you're surrounded by your family. That must be good, I guess.
Yeah, good. I mean, we're at home. I'm with my family. I'm safe. I've got no mons.
Oh, well, that's good. How are
Uh,
they kind of getting on? I guess having young kids who can't go
yeah,
out as much as they used to.
I don't know how everyone's saying that they're bored. They've got nothing to do, but we're at home, but like, I don't know. I just find just trying to fill my day with things to do. Like, got to keeping the kids entertained, doing something with them, and then doing something I want to do, and then doing a training session and stuff like that. So it's like I'm filling my days, no problem.
How are you managing to get by in terms of training and stuff? Have you got quite a well-equipped kind of gym at home? How are you getting on with that?
Yeah, I have to be honest with you. I can hit a bag. I can do a circuit. I can go, I can go running. So it's not bad at all. The only thing I can't do is do pads with my coach and spar. Um, I'm making the most out of what I've got, and I'm ticking over at home and trying to and just trying to be focused, stay focused really, because obviously it's hard because we don't know what we're doing, we don't know when we're going to go back to fighting, but there will be light at the end of this tunnel and everything before you know it, we'll go back to normal.
Are you missing Shane and the lads at the gym?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm used to being away in training camps all the time, training away. So now I'm at home. I'm enjoying my time at home, to be honest with you, because I'm always away. So I'm enjoying my family, enjoying spending time with the wife and the kids, and doing stuff with them. And obviously, I just got to do my training at home, and then once I've done that, then I can enjoy the family activities.
Is it tougher for you in a sense that you were heading towards your third world title shot, and probably the most winnable out of the three, considering where you are now in your career and who the opponent is as well, and that's kind of either been delayed or scuppered by the virus?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, of course, it's this month, um, 11 days from now, I would have been fighting for a world title and winning a world title. But it's one of those things. The world's took a massive shock, and it's fighting something else. And at this moment in time, obviously there's more to life than boxing, but boxing's still my dream and my passion. And when the world beats this virus, I can't wait to get stuck back in. And I was flying in camp, and I'll soon be back flying again before the fight happens, before it gets rescheduled and happens.
And initially, it was going to be for the WBC lightweight title due to first Vasily Lomachenko being upgraded to franchise
Yeah,
champion, and then Devin Haney suffering an injury, being made champion in recess. Saw a story that broke yesterday with Haney saying he now wants to fight Fortuna because his injury's healed and the delay with the virus, and kind of pushing you out of the equation. I don't know if you've seen that, but what do you make of it?
I've seen little bits of it, but there's no possible way that my fight will change. The WBC has ordered us to fight, and the fight will be taking place for the WBC world title. No one's seen this virus. It would have been taking place, like you say, in 11 days' time, but because of the virus causing chaos of, everything's been put on hold. Everything, not just this fight, but everything. So the fight will be rescheduled and it will go ahead. There's nothing that we can do about it. It's already been ordered, and Devin Haney didn't. Let's be honest. I mean, the WBC didn't even ask to put any in recess. They just put him in recess and made this fight. And you've got two well-level fighters that will be fighting off for the title, and he's more than welcome to face the winner.
Is that a fight you'd relish against Haney? Should you come through
Oh
against
yeah,
Fortuna?
100%. Yeah, I'd love that fight. I think it's a huge fight, both ends of the ponds, and I'd I'd love it. You know, I want to be in there with the best, or the so-called best, and I want to be in there and beating them.
You got the guys coming up like Haney, Ryan Garcia, undisputed or virtually almost undisputed, not anymore, but world title fight between Lomachenko and Lopez still to be rescheduled. Is lightweight the best division in boxing right now?
I personally think so. I think you've got 5 or 6 biggest names in one division, like big names worldwide, like Lomachenko, Marcel, Davis, Lopez, Haney, Garcia. You've got big, well-known names in one division. I'm one of those fighters.
What would you make of that? Sorry. Sorry, you still?
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I lost you a bit there. What do you make of the Lomachenko Lopez fight when it does come back together? Who do you fancy in that one?
I know Lopez. I think Lopez is a great guy. He's got some fantastic skill, and obviously he can punch hard. But I do tip Lomachenko to win that fight.
Is it a fight that excites you as a fan?
What's that, sorry?
I said, is it a fight that excites you as a fan?
Yeah, most definitely excites me, because one, I fought Lomachenko in his last fight, so, and let's be honest, I've given Lomachenko the hardest bit out of every one of his fights, and then there was times in that fight where it could have turned the corner, you know, but I honestly think, looking back at that fight, I honestly think the fight was the making of me. I look back at that fight now and I think this guy's won what he's won. He's ranked number 1 pound for pound in the world, and with just a few adjustments and tweaks in my style, given the opportunity, I think in a rematch I would beat him. I really do.
There's been talk.
So it'd be very interesting to see how Lopez gets on with Lomachenko, and see how he copes with him and what he does. You know, it's a fight that I'd be certainly interested in watching for sure.
I mean, there's been talk in the Lomachenko camp that after the Lopez fight, he might consider moving back down in weight. Do you think he'd be missing out on what could be a bit of a golden era at 135?
I think all the big fights are lightweight. There's got no reason to move down weights, because all the big names and all the big fights are at lightweight. Like, I couldn't even tell you one fighter at super feather. So, you know, it'd be going and fighting someone that the crowd, the fans don't really, I've maybe never heard of. But they're not big names like you have at lightweight.
And one thing I wanted to ask you before I let you go, I don't think I've spoken to you since the announcement that Tommy Coyle, another whole hero, has retired. You obviously had that big event against him at Craven Park and you know, dominated the fight. I think it's fair to say. I don't think he'd argue. But just any comment to make on his retirement and what he's done for the city?
No, obviously it was a hard decision for him, because he loves the sport, and you know, he's been it from I don't know, the age of 5 or 6 years old. He's been boxing, so it's been in his life, and then all of a sudden, you know, through health reasons and whatever else, he has to give that passion up. You know, I can't see it being easy for anyone in that position, but I do believe he's made the right decision, and he's there for, and he's obviously sat down with his family, and it's been a tough call for him. But you know, he's done the right thing for himself and his family, because obviously there's more to life than boxing. You know, he's got his health and everything intact, and his family's there. So, you know, he does have a lot for the community in Hull. So he's definitely got a future ahead of him, no matter what he does. He's made his name as being an exciting fighter in the boxing. Obviously, he achieved to be a Commonwealth champion, which is a great achievement for Tommy. And he should be happy with what he's achieved in boxing, and now enjoy your family and eat as much food as you want,
Yeah.
and do what you want.
And just to round off, any message for the fans out there who are not only desperate for boxing to return, but specifically to see you back in action and fighting for the world title?
Yeah, well, I can honestly say this is the best I've ever been, and I feel like I'm only just getting better. I look at these young guys and I just think these are doing things at a young age, but I could have never done that at a young age because I wasn't ready. I wasn't mature enough, or I had my man strength or anything like that. But I honestly feel like I'm obviously, even though I'm a little bit older than them, I'm really starting to come into my prime now, and I'm the best I've ever been right now. And there's some exciting fights out there, and you're gonna see the best of me, and you haven't seen the best of me yet, should I say?
Brilliant. Well, I really appreciate you finding the time to speak to me, and
Yeah, brilliant.
I hope we get to do it in person sooner rather than later.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much.
All right, mate. You take care. I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, cheers, mate. See you soon.
Bye.